Hi everyone! Is your client acquisition strategy as effective as it could be? Well, in this video, I'm going to review 3 simple strategies that any online coaches can do to easily fill up their calendars with sales calls. 90% of coaches aren't doing this or aren't doing this effectively. So in this video, I will walk you through each of them. But first, let me show you what my calendar looks like so that you know what to expect on your calendar once you start implementing them. Averagely, I get about 20 sales calls per week, and together with coaching sessions that I'm already having with my clients, there are days that I need to handle more than 10 meetings per day. By the way, my name is Moon. I'm a business coach for online coaches, and these are the best strategies for client acquisition that I've learned from working with dozens of coaches in health, wealth, and relationship. The first strategy is the most obvious one and also comes with lowest overhead. So when I just started my coaching business, it was hard to get clients. And not only I had 0 clients, I also had 0 experience. So every day I was super busy but not moving the needle. I have no idea what I was doing and how to get clients. Then one day, someone messaged me on LinkedIn and asking me if I need a marketing service. I was like, of course I need a marketing service. So I jumped on a call with him. Although I didn't end up working with them, but at that moment I realized I could have done the exact same thing. I could have just go out there and show up in front of people and having a conversation and having a sale. And that's what I did. So it was very scary in the beginning because I didn't want to be seen as a scammer or someone not legit. So I didn't spend the time to set up my profile and everything. But then I keep reminding myself that when that service provider reached out to me, I was genuinely happy because I was so lost and stuck. So when someone just show up in front of me at the right moment, I felt so relieved and taken care of. And that's the same motivation I have when I started reaching out to people. The strategy I just described is social media outreach. It is to find and talk to your ideal prospects on an open platform. This platform supports comprehensive profile as well as instant messaging so that you can identify and send out private messages to them. So obviously YouTube doesn't fall in this category. The steps involved in this kind of outreach are different, depends on the platform. But in general, you first want to set up your profile properly to communicate what you help with and who you help with. Because when people receive your message, the first thing they're going to do is to check out your profile. For example, for me, the tagline is, I help coaches reach $10,000 in 4 months. And next, you want to know how to use the information provided by this platform to find your ideal clients. For example, on Instagram, I search for a profile that have coach in their bio. And on LinkedIn, I filter based on their location, their job title, and their industry. And the next step, before you having the real conversation, you want to make sure your message will actually land in their inbox rather than in their spam. And you can do this either by sending out a connection request or just making your first message very interesting. And for me, out of all the messages I tested out, the one worked best is to simply ask, can you take on 5 more clients? Because that's what my offer actually is. And people usually respond to that. And the last step is to design your email sequence in a way that keep your prospects engaged in the conversation and schedule a call with you. Of course, you also want to set up your Calendly properly to have the Zoom embedded as well as have proper reminder to make sure people show up on the call. But I'm not going to cover that in this video. If you are interested in the technical side of how to implement this, you can go ahead, join my community and find the instruction on how to best set up your Calendly, the email, the text reminder, as well as how to design the message sequence. The second strategy is my favorite one and also contributes to most of the bookings on my calendar. If you're a coach watching this video, you probably have heard a company called Mindvalley. They are one of the largest coaching education companies out there. And as a consumer-facing company, they naturally have a community. So what if I join that community? Because every single member in that community is already a coach. So I did. And not only that, just because I'm part of the community, I am identified as part of them, which makes the conversation a lot more easier. In this example, the Mind Valley community, which has more than 5,000 paying members, which means I have more than 5,000 quality prospects that I can directly talk to without worrying about sending out the connection requests or they never see my message. And another benefit is on other social media platforms, even you can send out instant message, there's usually a daily limit on how many you can send. But in an exclusive community like this, people are assumed we'll have more connection because we ended up in the same place. So there usually isn't a limit on how many messages you can send out per day. So the second strategy is to find those exclusive communities that already aggregated the people that you want to talk to. So you may or may not need to spend some money to join those community, but you are running a business. This is a good investment. And usually the higher the barrier to enter, the better the quality of prospects are. And plus, not only you get access to those prospects, you also get to learn what they experience, who do they already listen to, and what content they already consumed, so that you know how to connect with them as well as where you come to play in all the information in their head. Again, if you want to implement this strategy easily, you can join my community with other online coaches to brainstorm where are those online communities, as well as downloading my outreach tracking sheet so that you can start making database decisions. The last strategy have many different variants and are very different than the first two. If you use any social media at all, you probably have seen content like prompt engineer cheat sheet, or a deep dive article on a very niche topic, or a free consultation session, or I landed 5 clients in the past 1 week. Does anyone want to know how I did it? All those content are designed to grab the attention of the prospects and get them into a sales funnel, whether it's through collecting emails or booking a call or just chatting on the platforms directly. They are all inbound strategies because your prospect, they saw your content and they take action on their own to get involved. It doesn't require you to initiate the conversation. And in contrast, the first two strategies, in every single conversation, you need to take the first step to start the conversation. And they are all called outbound strategies. Inbound strategies usually takes either more time or more money to set up. However, once you set them up, they usually scale better and definitely compound much better. And the way you set it up is to first identify and create that core piece of content. It could be a well-documented solution to a problem that your prospects are having, or a free training video on a specific topic that your prospects need to learn more. It's anything that your prospects may want. And once you created that piece of content, by the way, it has a name called lead magnet. So once you created that piece of content, you can start sharing it in different groups, on LinkedIn groups, on Facebook, or in Discord, in Slack, in school, in Meta Network, on Reddit. And if people do find that topic helpful to them, they will book a call with you, or at least have the conversation started on that platform. And you can also add the link to that content in the bio of your Instagram or in the feature section of your LinkedIn, as well as in the description on YouTube. Now you understood how each one works, you can decide which one to implement given the resources you have. If you still feel unclear where to start or have any question, please leave a comment or post a question in our community. Thank you for watching this video, but everything I just shared in this video is completely useless if you don't know how to conduct the sales call. After all, our goal is not to just have the sales call, but to actually close the clients. So check out this video if you want to learn how to lead the conversation in a sales call with peace and confidence.